It's days like these that I wish I make daily videos. So much has happened over the past 48 hours that I need to get you updated on. It just moves too fast. If I had more subscribers and more views, I would probably upload daily, but I don't right now. So if you can help me out, just click that subscribe button. It's free. That helps me out a lot. Thank you. But let's get right into it. There's 3 systems that we are watching. Potential Cyclone 10 never formed and is dead. That system would have been given the Irma name, but now the Irma name has been given to someone else, and that's Invest 93L. And it's kind of surprising already that Invest 93L is already a tropical storm. And it's just not any tropical storm. It's a tropical storm at 60 miles per hour. And it looks great. It's already symmetrical and it's already breathing with convection bands all around it. There's little to no shear and has the warm waters of the Atlantic Ocean to work with. Invest 93L is going to become a hurricane. No predictions here, but it's going to become a hurricane very soon, maybe even tomorrow. I won't be surprised if that happens. Tropical Storm Irma only needs to go up 15 miles per hour and it's already a hurricane. But here's the interesting thing. We don't care about it if it's just a fish storm. We care about it if it affects land. That's the major question. Is Tropical Storm Irma or Hurricane Irma going to affect land? Because it's going to become a hurricane. But that's the $1 million question. And yet again, it's too far out to know right now. But in the end, this might affect land. This might have a very big impact on land. I don't even know if I should show you the European model right now. That's scary. The European model has Irma strengthening to a Category 3 hurricane and make a landfall in South Florida. We've already had a close call, or a close call in Invest 92L. Well, we might have a close call with Irma, but it's too far out to know right now, to know for certain. But the European model does have Irma becoming a Category 3 hurricane, so a major hurricane making landfall in South Florida. Imagine if that happens, back-to-back Harvey and Irma. That would be absolutely crazy. It's even crazy to think about. 2 major hurricanes making landfall back-to-back when that first landfall hasn't even happened in 13 years, and to get that back-to-back, that's just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But both the GFS and the Canadian model both have Irma becoming a hurricane. All the models have Irma becoming a hurricane, and some even bring it to Category 4 status, which we'll probably get to. But both the GFS and the Canadian model have Irma becoming a hurricane, but not affecting any land at all, and just becoming a fish storm and making that crescent moon turn away from the US coast. This is what we want. We really don't want to deal with any more hurricanes after Harvey. After all the destruction Harvey has caused, all the loss of life, all the loss of property, buildings, all of the flooding, all the money that's gonna take to repair that damage. A storm like Harvey doesn't happen every 5 years or even every 10 years. Harvey is gonna go down in the history books as one of the worst hurricanes in US history, if not the worst. So yes, over Katrina, over Andrew, over Sandy, over any other hurricane, Harvey might be the worst, because no other hurricane can compete with 50 inches of rain, because Harvey just stalled out there and just dumped all of its rain onto Houston, just pulling in that Gulf of Mexico moisture to fire up continuous thunderstorms even though it's on shore. Rain was a big effect from Harvey, but don't forget, it made landfall as a Category 4 hurricane in Rockport, Texas, which still there, it made a devastating wind impact to that city. People are overlooking it because of the flooding in Houston. That's where most people live, and that's where most people are getting affected. But don't overlook that Harvey was once a Category 4 hurricane with 130 mile-per-hour winds making landfall in Rockport, Texas. The whole situation is crazy, but Harvey is moving on out. But Harvey's gonna start to fizzle out once it gets away from that Gulf of Mexico moisture that it keeps on pulling in, even though it's already made landfall. Harvey's gonna become a tropical depression and it's gonna fizzle out. And I, yet again, can never say the Harvey name again. That would just be perfect. Harvey was just unbelievable. I never seen something like that before in my eyes, because for Katrina, I never saw that with my own eyes. I was too young to experience that on TV looking at it. Andrew, I wasn't even born yet. Sandy, I barely remember because I wasn't really into weather at the time. But Harvey, I'm gonna remember Harvey forever. And hopefully Irma does not become another Harvey, hopefully. But remember, at the beginning of the video, I said we are watching 3 tropical systems. And I don't think you want to know the third. The third is an area of low pressure that's going to go over into the Bay of Campeche, where it has a 20% chance to form within the next 5 days. If this storm forms, it's gonna be an absolute nightmare for Houston because the water's gonna start to drain away, but just when you think it's gonna be over and you can start rebuilding, another tropical storm is just gonna come in and dump even more rainfall than you already have. I really hope this doesn't happen. But the National Hurricane Center is giving it a 20% chance to form within 5 days. So we have some time to watch this. None of the models don't develop it into a hurricane or tropical storm ramming into Texas right now, but we still have to watch it. That's what it is. It's a watching game. Watch and see and experience. That's the cycle of weather. We've got Harvey fizzling out. We've got Irma going to become a hurricane. And we've got a tropical disturbance to watch to form in the Bay of Campeche in the next week. I really hope Irma doesn't become a hurricane and make landfall in South Florida. I really hope not. This has been your Tropical Update, and I'll see you in the next one.